Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear me, and I want you to hear me well. Because what I'm about to say, it's not for the weak, it's not for the fragile, and it's certainly not for those who are waiting for a handout. You see, somewhere along the way, people started believing that someone was coming, some hero, some savior, some magical force that was going to pull them out of the hole they're in, dust them off, and set them on the path to greatness. But let me be real with you. No one is coming to save you. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. You have to save yourself. You have to stand up, take control, and fight for what you want. Life is not a fairy tale, and the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can get to work. So tonight, I'm here to tell you the hard truth. And trust me, the truth isn't always easy to hear, but if you take it in, if you let it sink deep into your bones, it will change your life. Here are 7 truths, 7 principles, 7 unshakable laws that will shape your journey. Listen closely, because these words aren't just for inspiration, they are for action. The world owes you nothing. Somewhere along the way, we got comfortable. We got entitled. We started thinking that because we work hard, because we try our best, because we wake up every morning and show up, the world should reward us. But let me tell you something. The world does not owe you a thing. Not a job, not an opportunity, not even a second chance. If you want something, you have to go and take it. Too many people sit around waiting for their moment, waiting for someone to recognize their potential. They complain about what they deserve instead of working for what they want. But life doesn't give you what you think you deserve. It gives you what you earn, what you demand, what you refuse to stop fighting for. Think about the people who have succeeded, who have built empires, who have changed the course of history. Do you think they sat around waiting for a break? No. They fought for it. They sacrificed for it. They refused to let the world tell them no. And that's the difference. That's the mindset you need. You see, when you believe the world owes you something, you live in disappointment. You look around and all you see is what you lack, what you haven't been given, what hasn't worked out for you. But when you understand that nothing is given and everything must be taken, you stop waiting, you stop making excuses, you stop feeling sorry for yourself. The truth is, life is hard. It's unfair. It will knock you down and keep you there if you let it. But if you want more, if you want better, you have to stand up. You have to fight for it. Because no one is coming to save you. You are responsible for your own life. Accountability. That's a word people don't like to hear. We love to blame. We blame our parents, our boss, our past, our circumstances. We point fingers in every direction except the one that matters, ourselves. But until you take full responsibility for your life, you will never have full control over it. Everything that has happened to you, every obstacle, every failure, every heartbreak, whether it was fair or not, whether it was your fault or not, it's yours to deal with. And how you respond to it will define you. You can't go back and change the past, but you can decide right now how you move forward. Successful people don't waste time blaming others. They don't wait for an apology. They don't wait for justice. They take what they have and make something out of it. They understand that playing the victim gets them nowhere. They know that the only way to change their situation is to take control of it. Listen to me. If you don't like your life, change it. If you don't like where you are, move. If you don't like who you've become, do something about it. But don't sit around waiting for someone to rescue you, because no one is coming. The most powerful thing you can do is accept this truth and act on it, because when you take responsibility for your life, you also take back your power. You become the author of your story, not just a character in someone else's. And that is the moment your life begins to change. Comfort is the enemy of progress. The greatest enemy of your success is not failure. It's comfort. It's that warm, easy, familiar place where nothing challenges you, nothing pushes you, nothing forces you to grow. And that, my friends, is where dreams go to die. Too many people settle because comfort is easier than discipline. They stay in dead-end jobs, toxic relationships, and unfulfilling routines because it's comfortable. It may not be what they want, but at least they know it. At least it doesn't require risk. But let me tell you something. Growth begins the moment comfort ends. Every successful person you admire has one thing in common. They were willing to be uncomfortable. They were willing to struggle, to suffer, to sacrifice. They stepped into the unknown, knowing it would be hard, knowing it would be painful, but understanding that the pain of growth is always better than the pain of regret. Think about an athlete training for a championship. They don't get stronger by lifting easy weights. They don't get faster by running at a comfortable pace. No, they push themselves to the limit. They embrace the discomfort because they know that's where greatness is born. And the same applies to your life. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable, to wake up early, to work when others are sleeping, to study when others are partying, to sacrifice temporary pleasure for long-term success. Because if you are unwilling to suffer for your dreams, you will suffer from mediocrity. So the question is, what are you willing to endure? What are you willing to push through? Because the truth is, your next level is waiting on the other side of discomfort. But only you can cross that line. Discipline will take you where motivation won't. Motivation is a beautiful thing. It gets you fired up, makes you feel good, gives you that rush of energy. But let me tell you something, motivation is temporary. It fades. It disappears the moment life gets hard, the moment you don't feel like working, the moment your emotions take over. And if you rely on motivation to succeed, you will fail. Discipline, on the other hand, that's where the real power is. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline doesn't wait for the perfect moment. Discipline does no matter what. It wakes up early. It puts in the work. It stays consistent when the excitement wears off. Look around at the people who make it, the ones who reach the top. You think they felt like showing up every day? You think they were motivated every single morning? No. They were disciplined. They did it even when they were tired, even when they were uninspired, even when everything in them screamed to quit. Discipline is a choice. Every single day you decide, do I do what needs to be done, or do I take the easy way out? And let me tell you, every time you choose discipline over excuses, you strengthen your future. Every time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you build something unshakable inside you. Because the truth is, your emotions will betray you. They will convince you to rest when you need to grind. They will tell you it's okay to take shortcuts. But discipline will keep you on track. Discipline will carry you when motivation is nowhere to be found. So stop chasing motivation, start mastering discipline. Because in the end, success doesn't belong to the most excited, the most passionate, or the most talented. It belongs to the most disciplined. Failure is a lesson, not a life sentence. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to succeed. But the moment failure comes knocking, they run, they hide, they give up. Because they think failure is the end. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the end. It is the beginning. Every single great person you admire has failed. Not once, not twice, but over and over again. They lost money, they got rejected, they embarrassed themselves, they fell flat on their face, and yet they kept going. Because they understood something most people don't. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary part of it. Think about a child learning to walk. They don't get it right the first time, they fall, they stumble, but do they give up? Do they decide walking isn't for them? No. They get back up and try again. Because deep down, they know something most adults have forgotten. Failure is just feedback. It's a lesson. It's a teacher. The problem is most people are too scared to fail. They let one rejection stop them. One mistake defines them. They take failure personally instead of taking it as a learning experience. And that is why they never reach their potential. Listen to me. Fail, and fail hard. Fall down so many times you lose count. But every single time, get back up, learn from it, adjust, improve. Because the only real failure in life is giving up. The only way to truly lose is to stop trying. So change your mindset about failure. Don't fear it. Embrace it. Let it shape you. Because every failure brings you one step closer to success. The price of success must be paid in full every day. Success is not something you achieve once and then sit back to enjoy. It is something you must fight for, something you must earn every single day. There are no shortcuts, no discounts, no buy now, pay later plans when it comes to success. The price must be paid in full, and it must be paid daily. The problem is most people think success is a one-time event. They think once they put in some effort, once they make a little progress, once they get a small taste of victory, they can relax. They can slow down. They can take their foot off the gas. And that is where they fail. Because the moment you stop pushing, the moment you stop grinding, the moment you stop doing what got you there in the first place, you start losing. You start slipping. You start falling back into mediocrity. And before you know it, everything you worked for is gone. Look at the greats, the champions, the legends. They don't stop when they win. They don't stop when they reach the top. They keep going. They keep training. They keep evolving because they understand success is not owned, it is rented. And rent is due every single day. You have to wake up every morning with the mindset that yesterday's effort is not enough. Yesterday's success does not guarantee today's victory. You have to put in the work again and again. Because the moment you think you've made it, the moment you start to relax, the world will remind you you haven't won yet. So ask yourself, are you willing to pay the price? Not once, not twice, but every single day, because if you are, then success is yours. But if you're looking for an easy way, if you think you can get by with just some effort, if you believe you can coast your way to greatness, you are lying to yourself. The price must be paid in full, every day. Your circle determines your future. If you show me your friends, I can show you your future. Because the people around you, they shape you, they influence you. They either push you forward or pull you back. And if you want to change your life, sometimes that means changing your circle. Too many people stay stuck because they surround themselves with the wrong crowd, with people who doubt them, who drain them, who keep them small because they're afraid of seeing them grow. And let me be clear, if you have people in your life who don't believe in your vision, who make fun of your ambition, who keep you from becoming your best self, you need to cut them off. Now, I know that's not easy. I know it's hard to walk away from people you care about. But hear me. Your future is more important than someone's feelings. Your purpose is bigger than their opinion. And if someone is not adding to your life, they are taking from it. Look around. Who do you spend your time with? Are they pushing you, encouraging you, holding you accountable? Or are they distracting you, making excuses, keeping you in the same place? Because the truth is, you cannot fly when you're surrounded by people who are comfortable crawling. Successful people are intentional about their circle. They seek out mentors, coaches, people who have already done what they are trying to do. They surround themselves with winners. And if you want to level up, you have to do the same. So take a hard look at your circle, because the people in your life are either your wings or your chains. Choose wisely. Action is the only thing that matters. At the end of the day, you can have all the knowledge in the world. You can read every book, listen to every speech, plan every detail of your success. But if you don't take action, none of it matters. Too many people are stuck in the planning phase. They think, they strategize, they talk about what they're going to do, but they never actually do it. And that is why they stay exactly where they are. Because action is the great separator. It is what divides the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the achievers. It is the difference between those who wish for success and those who go out and make it happen. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for everything to be right. Start now, move now, do something today that brings you closer to your goal. Because in the end, your success will not be measured by what you thought about doing, but by what you actually did. So don't just sit there. Get up. Go. Take action. So now you know. Now you understand. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to knock on your door and hand you the life you want. No one is going to fight your battles for you. No one is going to make the hard choices for you. It's on you. And that's not a bad thing. That's not something to be afraid of. That's something to embrace. Because if no one is coming, that means you don't have to wait. That means you don't have to depend on anyone. That means you are free to create your own destiny. You have the power, you have the ability, you have everything you need inside of you to change your life. The only question is, will you rise up? Will you take responsibility? Will you step into your power and fight for the life you deserve? Or will you keep waiting, keep hoping, keep looking outside yourself for answers that can only come from within? The choice is yours. It always has been. So go, stand up, move forward, and never forget, no one is coming to save you.